let's understand that a lot of Americans, inflation is keeping them up, not the trials. Nobody's staying awake at night going, oh, gosh, what's going to happen with the trials tomorrow?
Yep.
They're just kind of waking up going, oh, well, this will be interesting. What keeps them awake is paying the rent, is paying bills, is the high cost of living, is the open borders, the out-of-control homelessness, and it's just, and that's all on the Biden administration, and that is what's going to drive this vote in November.
So, Governor, a few months ago, I didn't know if we'd ever get here, but you are now Chris Sununu Trump supporter. You said you'd support Donald Trump if he became the nominee. He's still the presumptive nominee, but we'll get there in July. Have you mended fences with the former president in any real way since Nikki Haley, who you backed, since she backed out of the race?
I've not heard from him. I haven't heard. Look, he's been a little busy. So no, I haven't heard from him. But
okay.
Again, we're I've been doing a lot of these GOP events all over the country, big and small. And whether you voted for somebody else in the primary, everyone's coming around. Everyone is saying, look, we might not be 100%. Trump wasn't maybe our 100% candidate during the primary. And very rarely are we 100% behind anybody when it comes to politics. But at the end of the day, elections are about choices. There's no debate when you go in the ballot booth. There's no debate there. It's A or B. And if you're 52-48 for this guy or that guy, that's how you got to vote. And at the end of the day, a lot of people are saying, well, there might be a lot of issues there that I don't like with one of these candidates, but that's where I'm going to go. And that's where Trump has the advantage. There's no question. People just want change.
All right.
They just want something better in their lives. And they remember what it was like 4 years ago, both on the international scale, where, again, we just have all this craziness raging around the world, and we didn't have that 4 years ago, as well as somebody who believes in states, believes in individual rights, believes that it isn't just a singular government out of Washington that's going to dictate something for all of us. They want that type of freedom and opportunity, and that's what a Republican administration brings.
Yeah, Governor, the goal is to get a Republican elected in November, that Republican Donald Trump. Nikki Haley, again, who you supported throughout the primary process, we talked about that. She got over 4 million votes in the primaries, a remarkable number. What did you make of that kind of lukewarm endorsement that she gave Donald Trump last week? And do you expect Haley to get out there and campaign for Donald Trump?
So a couple of things. The fact that she came out and said she was going to vote for him, I thought was great. But again, Nikki Haley doesn't owe anybody anything. I mean, she really doesn't. She worked hard. She tried to be the nominee. She came up short. She's backing the party's candidate. It's the right thing to do. Almost all of her voters are going to come on board. There'll be a couple never-Trumpers in there, I'm sure. But at the end of the day, most of her voters are coming on board because they understand what you get with an administration, a Republican administration that brings all this opportunity that isn't getting crushed by the liberals right now. So, no, I think Nikki has earned the right to kind of do or say whatever the heck she wants. I think it's great that she's going to support Trump and be on board. It's up to her whether she wants to be out campaigning with him.
Have you had any conversations with her in that direction,
Trump-Biden thing are two
Governor?
known entities, right? People aren't going to come on board because Nikki says so or doesn't say so. They're very known entities. I think the value that the Nikki Haleys of the world can bring is down ballot. If you want to get the vote out to make sure Trump wins, work on the congressional seats, work on state races,
right,
governorships, the Senate races, state House races. That's where the army is built, right? That's where the Republican army is really built up. You get that vote out. People are going to go for Trump or not Trump based on those those known entities, but getting the vote out down below, I think that's where a lot of the leadership of the Republican Party right now really needs to focus their effort to seal the deal in November.
Yeah, just quickly, in January, you said that Trump on the top of the ticket is not good for the Republican Party, hurts Senate races and gubernatorial races. Governor, a lot's changed since January. Do you still feel that way?
Yeah, again, at the time we had a choice, right? And I still believe that other candidates would have been better on top of that ticket. I have no doubt about it. But Trump is on top of the ticket. So you have to work, as I was bringing up, you got to work a little bit harder. There's no doubt to make sure that the middle of the road candidates, the independents, the conservative Dems are coming on board. But we can do it.